Hey guys, so here is my fight with Hyperion, the fourth boss in the game. I think this fight is one of the most fun. It also just looks really good. And this fight definitely looks more intimidating than it actually is. There's projectiles coming at you from all directions, beautiful colors flying all over the place, different arrays or formations of projectiles. It can feel like it's a lot. Ultimately, this actually isn't that difficult of a fight once you realize that just dash, dodge, stay on the run, don't stay still ever, just constantly move. Each phase, he has 2 stages. He plays the majority of the time at his organ. While he's playing, he's making the projectiles, they're coming out of the organ pipes. All different colors, kind of going with the music. I think it's really well designed. He occasionally lets out a blanket of orange orbs, and they're usually just wide enough that you can just jump over it. The little green orbs that fly out aren't too tough to dodge either because they come down in kind of a contained clump, so you see where they're going and where they're gonna land. And you also have to watch out for the spikes that come out of the ground. They can grab you and damage you, so as soon as you see them coming up, you need to dash out of the way. At some point during each phase, he also stops playing the organ and attacks directly. This is actually, I find, an easier stage. His attacks are easier to avoid, except for when he starts unleashing the blue X's or plus signs. Initially, he just tosses out one, and that's easy enough to avoid. But at one point, he starts pushing out 2 of them at once, and you've got to be ready for them because they come in pretty close succession. So if you dash through the first one, you're going to get hit by the second one. The only way to avoid getting hit by at least one of those crosses that I've found is if you jump over the first one and immediately dash through the second one. Unless I've just been lucky and happened to be enough to the side that I could just run to the side and then dash through the second one. I'm going to include 2 attempts at this fight, one with the Thermogenic Launcher and the second with the Electropylon Driver, just so you can see that basically the techniques are the same. There's just minor differences depending on the weapon that you use. But other than that, this fight is actually pretty easy. It's just there's so much going on, so many projectiles to avoid. Just constantly pound on your dash button and you'll come out all right. If you have a really powerful weapon like I did in this fight, the Thermogenic Launcher with full auto, you're not going to have any problems. If you are fighting him at any other time and you don't have a souped up Thermogenic Launcher, I've also beat him with the Electropylon Driver. I think I've beat him with every weapon at this point, but the Electropylon Driver is really good because you can damage him as you dodge the projectiles. You don't even really have to aim at him, aim around him, and the pylons will do their work as you just focus on staying alive. With the Electropylon Driver, I had to get way closer in order to use my alt fire, which was particularly useful and dealt a lot of damage. And so I took the risk and would get up close to use it because it ate up his health. But in doing so, I took more damage myself. But Hyperion, I think, is one of the most fun fights and ultimately one of the easiest. Although it does have elements that would make it more difficult, but once you see through them, they're not so tough. Just dash, nonstop. There is my fight with Hyperion. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.